Raised Rowdy.
All right. Hello, and welcome back to the Raised Rowdy podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Nicky T.
Hello, I'm the other host, Kurt Ozan.
And back for the second time, our boy, Mr. Bayker Blankenship.
Man, it feels good.
Welcome back, baby.
I know. It feels good to be back on the table.
Yeah.
We're started.
Were we your first podcast or second one or something like that?
It was like, I felt like I was in my first real podcast.
Yeah.
Let's just say that this was last time was the first time.
Yeah. Or
Yeah,
close to it.
last time was the
We'll
first
just
time.
say.
Yeah, it was the first time.
But it was like right at the start of your journey.
Yeah, I drove my little. I just got my new truck. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah.
And I was like the day before, I was still texting like, I'm just trying to get insurance so I can drive my truck, so I don't have to drive my mom's car. Ended up making it work, and then we drove down here.
Hey,
and did it.
It's the best.
I didn't have anything else to do that week.
Yeah.
It was just the one podcast I had to do, and I was like, so stoked.
I remember talking to you then about like just everything, and your eyes were so wide, and you hadn't like really explored touring or anything yet, and man, you've had a lot of dates on the books since then.
I feel like I haven't been home for more than 2 weeks. Oh gosh, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
Busy
been
boy.
moving since January 15th, and that's just like, I don't want to go home.
Just running.
Yeah,
Well, this is a new regular.
yeah, it's kind of wild.
It's good though.
It is fun, very
Yeah.
fun. I get to meet everybody now. Besides, like, just talking to them on the phone. You know,
Yeah.
this one person came to me the other day, and they're like, a year and a half ago, I commented on your TikTok you posted on this day and that day, and I was like, I'm so glad I finally got to meet you.
Yeah.
Aw.
I was like,
That's so
it's
cool.
it's so weird.
A man of the people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude.
Honestly, I would say that too. Like, we got to see you at what was it? Like, it was in Auburn, I think, or
Oh,
what was it like? Live
on the plains.
Live on the Plains
with
yeah.
Tyler Childers.
Yeah.
Tyler Childers, Hudson Westbrook, Braxton Keith, and Mountain Grass Unit. I
Yeah.
remember
It was sick.
it was dope because it was my first festival.
Yeah.
And I had my own green room. It was like my own little trailer and everything. And they were like, yeah, this is all yours. I was like, sick.
Bro, your energy is electric. I love it.
I know. Me too.
Well, I just feel like there's no room for sadness.
Yeah, bro.
and
100%. Yeah.
ignorance. You only have this much time.
That's right.
Don't waste any of it.
I just love the little things that you are appreciating. Like,
Yeah.
I love that. It's fun to be around.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate you appreciating my appreciation.
No, my dad whooped my tail when I was little, so
It worked.
And, a lot of people were like, "Man, you're so nice." I feel like, well, when I was little, if I wasn't, I got my tail whooped. You know?
Yeah.
I got 6 whoopings, back to back to back, and then I had to sit in my room
Yeah.
Yeah.
and talk to nobody.
Been there.
That's the life I had too. Like,
Yeah.
I grew up with a dad that every once in a while would get that belt off.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was my mom. I was just talking to everybody about this the other day because my guitar player, he said he never had a whooping. And
Yeah.
I was like,
Ever?
let me give you one.
I was
Come
going
on,
to
let me
say,
give you
you
one.
take your belt off, you missed a note on stage, you just.
Well, I was like, when I was a kid, if I did something and I got a whooping for it, I probably never did it again.
You weren't doing that again. If you were,
No.
you were like, dang, okay.
Yeah, I know the consequences.
Yeah.
And Mom was going to whip me first. And then she said, now you got to wait till your dad gets home.
But
And
yeah,
when he-
been there.
And when he gets home, he's going to whoop you again. And so you knew you had it bad. And
Yeah.
when you're sitting on the couch and just thinking like, oh my gosh, when he gets home,
I
it's
remember.
gonna be hell.
I remember my mom had this like paddle one time, and like I didn't get hit often, but if I did, I did something I really shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
And it was usually lying about something. And I think I was like playing ball in the house and broke a lamp, and I said the cat did it, and the cat did not do it. And so I was lying, and my mom had this paddle, and it broke. Like she literally broke it off.
Over your
Yeah,
tail.
yeah. And I laughed, and she said, "You won't be laughing when Dad gets home." And I was like, and I
Oh,
wasn't. Yeah.
boy. Yeah, no, that was the worst ones I hated. Is it was my first time ever going to get my own Switch, and I thought it was gonna be
Oh
smart.
God.
And I got like a small limp one that was gonna break real easy, and
Nope.
she said, "Well, now you done messed up." She said, "I'm going to get one now," and that was the worst decision.
That's a
I ever
Nintendo
made.
Switch, right?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't. It didn't end well for me. No, we got a good butt whooping and had to do dishes for like 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, all that to be said, it's like you're a stand-up dude now, so
Yeah. No. All that being said, it felt like it made me a good person.
yeah.
You know, look at life in a different way.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a cool
Very
way to say it.
appreciative of my parents doing that.
Yeah. Honestly, it's the same way for me. Like, my mom was very hands-on and strict at first and got a little more lenient as I started becoming an adult.
Yeah, that too. Like I realized once I started doing things that I wouldn't get in trouble. I was like, oh well, if you just do what they say, then
It's not that hard.
It's really not that hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So once I got a little bit older, I didn't get as much whoopings. I still would because I was a little liar. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I would get my brothers would do something. I'd be like, it wasn't me. I swear, oh my god, it wasn't me, mom. And then I'd get whooping, and they'd get a whooping. But no, after a while, it was kind of like, if I just do what I'm told, do it right the first
That's
time,
right.
Yeah.
you don't have to do it again.
That's part of growing up for sure. I remember, like, when I was young and not doing my homework because I was like, I want to go out and play football with my friends.
Yeah.
And then
That's
I
a
was
paddling.
Yeah, no.
Well, I'd get detention when I was like young enough that I wasn't like a bad kid in school. I was ADD, so I was probably annoying to my teachers, but like
Yeah.
I wasn't like a bad kid in school. But then I'd get detention, and my mom was like, "All right, well you're gonna get whooped and you're gonna get detention.
Yeah, like
now you're not gonna be able to go out and play."
Well,
you
the
know?
bad thing was that all my schools, like, it was a small town, so like my mom knew everybody,
Yeah.
so I didn't have to deal with anything at school. But like they would call mom and be like, "Hey, I don't know if you need to know this or not, but Bayker was being a little rude today." And then I'd get home, mom would be like, "So, what's this?" And I was like,
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
how do you know about that? And then but no, I look at it now that I see things that I'm doing now that I'm like, oh, I see why
Yeah.
he did all that, or why they did all that, because it makes so much sense now that I'm older. I'm like, thank you so much for doing that.
And realistically, that helps you figure out how to treat people on the road. That helps you figure out how to treat your fans. The one thing I'll say, and we saw this when you were at live on the plains, was you interacted with fans more than anyone else that I saw. You were out shaking hands and talking to people and giving them your time after your show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gives me chills.
Yeah, but it's you were out there in it and your fans, man, I'll tell you this, they will never forget those experiences.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I think that if they give me an experience that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
The all day that I did, we drove there and I sat in my green room and talked to people till I had to go play a 45-minute set. The least I can do is walk my little happy tail right off stage and go down there and say hi.
Yeah.
And I'll preach that every day, because some people, I didn't realize, they get off stage and they go do whatever,
Or they get out of there.
or they just bounce.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all are nuts. I don't understand why people come back to your shows. I don't.
Well,
I do, but sometimes I'm just like,
it gets to be tough.
yeah,
Right?
it's hard.
It's and that's part of work, right?
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to say, that like socializing and meeting people that your music means a lot to is work,
Yeah.
but it is.
No,
You
it
know?
is. Yeah, it is.
And I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way. What I am saying though is that when you do open up and when you give that little bit extra to your fans, they will not forget it. That's when they're going to come back and buy a ticket.
Yeah.
That's when they're going to make sure they tell all their friends about.
Well, I just like when
your
my
songs.
fans come back to my shows and they're like, that's like we've been on the road for the past little bit, and I think I've seen the same person at least 4 times.
Yeah.
4 or 5 times. I'm like, this is the greatest thing ever, because he comes back and he's like, do you remember me from the last show? And I'm like, yeah, I remember, because we stood here and talked for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's
Yeah.
really fun, because you get to hear all these people's stories.
Mm-hmm.
You get to meet these people, and like at the end of the night, you're best friends.
Yeah. Well, and it's an interesting thing too, especially social media, because people feel so connected to each other, even when sometimes like they don't know you, or like you met them, but you're not like close friends.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're a closer friend when you get to see what that person's experiencing online, you know, and they give you a look into their life.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting thing with fandom, right?
Yeah. People want to be your friend.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do is just be your friend. So
Yeah.
just,
Which is cool.
at least, I mean, yeah. And that's why you're here. That's your job. Just
Yeah.
entertain people. You're an entertainer.
Yep.
We're not sitting behind a computer all day talking to nobody. Like, we got to go out and entertain the people, and like that's why we write the songs, because they understand and have the same feelings that we have feelings in the songs. So it's like, I don't understand. If you already have a connection with the people, why not go make a better connection than it already is? So.
Has there been an artist that you've had that connection with while you were a fan still, like before your career took off?
Yeah, Colby. Like, he literally stood there, the advice he gave me, I don't remember actually what he said, but it was, because the whole day I was like, I waited from 1 o'clock in the evening until 10 o'clock at night to meet this guy. And he did. He came to the merch table and was like, the one thing I wanted to ask was, do you have any advice for a smaller artist? And he looked at me and he said, well, first of all, you're not a small artist. We're all artists. You're just we're at different levels. And he was like, just keep going. Don't stop. He's like, you have a dream, you can do it. And he's like, if that's what you want to do is play music for the rest of your life, I'm here to stand with you. You can do it. I know you can. And then after that, it just, I don't know, it put a fire under my tail, and I was like, all right, cool.
Hell yeah.
And then like a couple years later, I played the same stage that he played on. And I went to a concert. And it was my first concert too. So it's kind of
Wait,
wild.
Colby Acuff was your first concert?
First venue concert.
Gotcha.
I went to Railbird, but that's Railbird.
Gotcha.
You're in the burning heat, but at a venue where you go in and it's like there's 4 walls around you. That was Colby Acuff.
Hell yeah.
Pretty wild.
How about on the road since then? Anyone that you've like run into that you've kind of learned some things from, or just observed and kind of took in?
Definitely Whiskey Myers.
Yeah.
Going on the road with them, those guys, like, they're just smooth with everything. Like, from the time you get there to load in, to stage setup, to sound check, and all that stuff. Like, I just kind of sit back and watch everybody, and once you actually pay attention and watch, you learn, and then you just, we took some of that and put it in ours, and it goes so much smoother. You learn from the good guys. And so Whiskey Myers, who else? Gosh.
I mean, Whiskey, they've been doing it for a long time, and they're a great camp to learn from.
Yeah.
Yeah, like their sound guys are great.
Yeah, and they rip on stage too.
Yeah. Oh, and I hadn't got to watch them because like you said, we had so many shows just back to back. We'd leave at 30 minutes after our set was done to drive 4 more hours somewhere else. But I got to go sit and watch them like last weekend. It is the greatest show ever.
Man, they're great.
They're just like a full-on country-ass rock band.
Yeah. And Cody's voice pierces the crowd, both with the heavy songs.
Believable.
Yeah, and the slow songs, just in different ways.
Both of them.
We got lucky enough to see them a few times this year. I got to see them in in Nashville with Kurt. We were like backstage, side stage.
It was sick.
And we had free Topo Chicos, which were awesome.
Dang.
And then we got to see them at one of the Tailgate and Tallboys. It was in Iowa.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We got to see that. It was absolutely fun.
That's so sick. So sick.
And we just had them on the podcast. So your episode and their episode will probably be dropping pretty close to each other.
Tour mates.
I'm gonna dude. I have to go watch it.
Yeah.
That's pretty
It was cool. You could tell they were like a little worn out. I think they had a full media day that day.
Oh yeah. Well, they've been going for a lot this year too. And I was like, Oh wow, I didn't realize you guys played that many shows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They do it.
because we got back for those 3 shows, and I was like, "Where's Todd?" And they were like, yeah, Todd, he's fishing. He said he had enough." I was like, "No, he had a fishing tournament he had to go to." So
Crazy.
Yeah.
We one of our buddies, Lee, is out on the road with them. I think he's like a
Yeah,
TM.
Lee.
I love Lee.
Listen, I stopped him the other day. He had like a whole bag of Chick-fil-A in his hand. I was like, "You want to go fishing?" He was like, well, as soon as I said that, he was locked in. He was like, "Man, we go anytime you want to." He's like, "Come to Nashville, come to the park or wherever I'm staying, and we'll load up the boat, we'll go." I was like, "All right, brother.
Good dude.
I'll hit you up on that deal."
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the new single too. So you just dropped a brand new single.
Yeah.
And we're lucky enough to have in the room.
Yeah. No, it's everything she does.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, tell us a little bit about the inspiration.
Casey Barker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I met her in last December, we got together, and it's just been great, you know. And she's the best.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Took me from a boy to a man.
That's right.
You know.
Hell yeah.
And yeah. And I just in the mood that day when we wrote the song. I walked in. I was like, I want to write a little rock and love song.
Mm-hmm.
And we tuned her half a step down and dropped D and was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And we just started. It was me, Caden Wallace, Jared Scott, and Brett Truitt.
Cool.
And Brett produced it, right?
Brett produced it, yeah. And killer dude. Such a cool guy.
Have you known him long? Or-
No, well, ever since me and Waylon did the Jailbreak stuff.
Yeah.
That's when I met him. We wrote Jailbreak in the studio, and then after that, I was like, yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah.
I'll come back. And so, yeah, we wrote that one, and I was just literally sitting there talking, just like, yeah, first time we met, she was drinking a Michelob, and then yeah, she's just my favorite person ever. She looks like a bunch of. She's just as pretty as these wildflowers that grows on the side of the road. And literally just talking, and from that we were like, "Oh, this is good stuff. We're just gonna make this a heater."
Yeah.
And yeah, we got to the first. I was like, "Ain't just kissing in the kitchen," and then from there, it literally just flowed. We done it in about 45 minutes.
That's cool.
And after that, he's like, "We got to cut vocals now," and we did like a scratch track, and I sat on it for 2 weeks, and I was like, "Yeah."
I like it.
And then I called a bus from 49 Winchester, and I was like, "Hey, dog."
I love Bus.
He literally when we went to Europe in March, he just took me under.
Yeah.
He's like, "You're my little child now." And I was like, "Yes." So
it's so much funner if you know Bus.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best role model, but really good at guitar.
He's the greatest. So it named him my tour dad.
Uh-huh.
And every time I see him, we just hang out. I'm like, "What's up, Dad?" "What's up, son? How are you doing?" So yeah, it's the best. And he was like, "You want me to play on your song?" I was like, "Bus, I want you to." He was like, "Send it to me right now." And I sent it to Chase and Bus, and they were on the road in the hotel room with I think, you know, the keys player Tim and the steel player Timothy and Noah. They were all there, and he was just ripping on it. And they sent me a video, and I was like, "This is gonna be sick." And when we got it back to Brett, and Brett was like, "Yes," and then everybody on the team was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "All right, well, we gotta release it." And then I got my buddy Trevor Daniels, who wrote Maxed Out with me.
Yeah.
He does a lot of film or like pictures and photos for weddings and stuff. So he has this old film camera. We shot the music video in one day in Oklahoma City. Or it was like, was it one day or was it like 2 or 3 days? I think we stayed like 2 or 3 days.
Okay.
But still, it was so sick. It's old film. It just looks cool.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
8mm kind of nostalgic feeling.
Nostalgic, like, this is love.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
This is real love.
I love it, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
Oh,
so
that's
happy
good.
that the 49 guys are on that track.
me too.
That just
'cause-
makes my heart warm.
Well, I literally don't feel like I'm hanging out with a band. I feel like I'm hanging out with a bunch of bros,
Yeah, totally.
and they're just like, yeah, come on the bus and we'll just sit in the AC and watch TV. I was like, man,
That sounds great.
that sounds great. And I'm in this 15 passenger Sprinter van with. I thought the leather seats were gonna be a go. No, bro.
Not when it's warm out. Yeah, it
No,
gets sticky.
bruh. You get in the van after it's been sitting there for a minute, and it's just like a sauna.
Yeah.
You can feel the heat waves coming off the seat just directly in your back. And it's but yeah, and they drive a. Well, I can't say that because whatever.
Yeah. Europe is crazy too because it's like they're not as air conditioned as we are.
No, and it's like double deckers.
Yeah, the buses are cool. The beat the street buses.
Yeah, and
They're
like,
so sick.
You walk up. It's like you want to go upstairs. What? And you walk up like 4 or 5 stairs, and you're in the next level. And you're literally sitting on top of the driver.
Mm-hmm.
And they said when you're driving, it's the craziest thing ever because you feel like you're about to hit something every time.
Yeah. We were in Germany on the Autobahn, and it was like 4 a.m. because, like, your sleep schedule's all weird. We're above the driver on the Autobahn on the bus, and we're just drinking these delicious German beers. I don't know what they were called. And just hanging out. It's like the sun's going to be coming up soon, but it's like, this is so cool. It's awesome over there.
No, Germany's fun.
Yeah, dude.
Everybody just has literally the best time.
Yeah.
Nobody, like, they all come up and go, beer. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was I was in the middle of, I think, playing a set, and by the time I got done, I had like 6 beers just in front of me where people come up and sit them down.
Were you doing solo acoustic or?
Yeah, I was
Okay.
doing solo acoustic. It was me, my brother, and his wife. And then Zach John King was over there by himself. And I was like, not in a different country, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I know I just met you, but come with us.
Yeah.
So he hung out with us, and after he got done playing his sets, we'd all kind of re-intervene and just go have a blast.
Yeah. I love Zach. What a
Me
fucking
too.
nice guy.
Oh, he's so nice.
I just saw him a couple days ago. And,
Sweetest guy. And he's doing the stadium room walling, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was like, tell me what it's like. He's like, bro, it's so sick.
Yeah, for real. It's got to be insane.
Yeah.
And he hasn't been in town super long. I mean, he was doing music before, but
Yeah.
it kind of happened pretty quick for him too.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It makes me so happy
Mm-hmm.
when I can just feel it coming, brother. You got it.
Is that how y'all decided to collaborate? Was it like being in Europe together? Or?
Well, yeah, that's how we became acquaintances, and then once we hung out over there, I was like, "You're a cool dude," and he was like, "You're a cool dude," and I was like, "We're friends,"
Yeah.
and he was like, "Heck yeah, call me when you get back to town," and
We'll get behind the bar together.
yeah, well, I was in the shower. And he texts me this, you get a text and it's like an audio recording. And I was like, I didn't even read his text. I just clicked on it and went. I forgot to wash my hair and everything. And I just rinsed off and got out and I called him. I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. I got to. I was like, this is such a sick song.
It is.
And yeah, so that's how that happened.
I love that.
Crazy.
Organic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the boys.
Just the boys being boys.
Yeah. Just
Driving
blowing it up.
Chevrolets,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
You make the music industry just seem so simple and fun.
Yeah, it's sometimes it gets difficult.
Yeah.
But no,
shit,
I think life is supposed to be simple and fun.
Ideally.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It's like at the end of the day, all of the stresses that you put on yourself are usually put on yourself.
Well, yeah. Well, I feel like why most people stress nowadays is because they're just doing too much, and they stress their own self out.
I do that.
And then they're like, I still do it today.
Yeah.
But I've figured you do one thing at a time, your brain slows down, and you start doing the one thing right, and you're like, oh, okay, now I'm done with that. I don't have to go back in 2 days and be like, oh, what did I do?
I got 2/3 of it done. Where's the other third?
Yeah, where's that other third?
It's hard for me to like. For me personally, it's like I just like saying yes to everything,
Me too.
and because I'm like, what if I never have a music career ever again? You know, like
That's what turns in the back of my head every day, and it's like,
yeah,
you can't let that happen. So it's like, go.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, just recently, I've been in Nashville since 2012. Now I'm starting to say no to things. Like I said no to something the other day. I'm like, hey, this rate's a little low, and they're like, that's all I have. I was like, I'm good, and I was like. I said no to something. Oh my god.
Yeah. No, it is very hard to say no.
Yeah.
It is. It's an interesting thing because yeses bring opportunity, but nos bring your brain.
Stress, bro.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
brain being in a better spot.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, it's like, man, I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this, but also, my fans are right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting part of it too. Like I worked at Big Loud for like a year and a half, so I get to see like some of the rises of some of the people over there. Not like directly, but like to watch.
Well, yeah,
And watch like how many yeses Hardy said, right?
yeah.
On radio shows and you know what I mean? Like doing liners for whoever and you know what I mean? Just watching that and you're like, oh, it's a lot of work. Like you don't realize how much work it is to say yes to stuff.
Well, it's like when you get in a new city, when you do say yes, I say yes to just about every radio station because I just love radio.
Yeah.
I just love going in and seeing their setups of them having all the old radio stuff and all the VHS tapes, all the, like little pocket. It's just so cool, and it's usually the one in our town. His name's Philip Gibbons. He's the nicest guy I've ever met in my life, and I'll always go to 94.7. But no. And you get to town, you go do the radio, and then you go figure out where you're going. You get to the venue, and then you have you have to do 8 video liners for the next 8 shows, and then you have to do, you got to post on TikTok because it's twice a day or you're not doing anything.
Twice a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes more, bro. Yeah. It's like it's crazy.
It's insane. A year and a half ago, I posted 1 video a day, and now there's not 40 million people on TikTok anymore. There's 40 billion people on TikTok now. So, yeah, it's tough.
God, what would I even post? I'd be like, all right, eating breakfast now.
Yeah, literally, dude, it's crazy it's wild. We're still like there for me. You get on tour, and though obviously this is our first year on tour, so. We were still trying to figure out how to do it, and now we kind of
got it a little.
Yeah, now we got it enough to where like that's not right. Yeah, we need to fix that ASAP. But but back then it's just I say back then, but a couple months ago we were just didn't feel like I had time for anything.
Yeah.
But in reality, I did. I was just too tired.
Yeah. Well, that's
part of it.
Life's about balance for sure. It's like, what do you balance the shows and the road, the wear and tear of that?
Your sleep, your eat.
Yeah. But like
shower.
socials is what got you there in the first place. That's what got the light shined on you. You know?
You got to stick to it.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing. And like, as you get going, you get more on your plate. And when do you have time to write? You know what I mean? I remember.
I'm going to be back in town.
Yeah. I remember talking to you when we had you on the podcast last time about how you were like, I can't really sit down to write. It just kind of has to happen.
Yeah.
You know?
It's kind of been, it was harder in the beginning because I was just always at home.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, I felt like if I'm always in my bedroom and always sitting here trying to just write something, it's not going to be organic enough for the people. But being on the road and now being back in town and just sitting down I've seen a lot more than I've seen in my little 13 by 10 room.
Yep.
So now we can now if you go in a room with 2 other people, that's my kind of deal. One guy playing the guitar with me and the other dude sitting there with a notepad. And we're just hanging out.
Yeah.
Just playing the guitars. And once we think of, like once we're just jamming and we kind of start humming, and then you start saying some, I don't know, it's not real words, but you're like,
Getting the melody.
Yeah, getting the melody.
Yeah.
And then once you have that, you're just
Go from there.
Whatever your heart desires.
Yeah.
Whatever you're feeling, whatever you're grooving on, that's what you put down on paper.
Yep.
Not, oh, I thought of this unique line to throw into here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that a lot, but I don't know. I just like jamming and then writing. Most people just write. I don't know how they do that.
I don't know, man. There's different ways to skin a cat, right?
You're right.
Yeah, everybody's brains
Keep
work.
doing what you're doing.
Yeah,
You're doing great.
Yeah. Everybody's brains work a little different. And I think that's one of the cool things about like the co-writing thing is like you come in and someone might have the melody and someone's like, no, here's how you structurally make the guitar work on the back of that melody. You know what I mean? And like, and then someone could be lyricist or like someone comes in with the hook, you know? I haven't really
all
wrote.
working as a team.
Yeah. I haven't really wrote songs, but I've gotten now to observe it happening sometimes. One of the things with me that I like worry about if I was to write songs is like music is kind of still my great escape from things. Like I can listen to music and kind of like take my brain to a different place, you know?
Kind of just.
And sometimes I feel like some of my songwriting buddies, especially the ones that have been doing it a long time, like they'll hear a song that I'm like, listen to this song. And they're like, oh, this melody is too close to this. And like, oh, if they said it like this, I'm like, man, I never want to be like that myself.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy music so much, I use it as such a reprieve.
Yeah, you don't want to be nitpicking it all.
I'm worried if I get like too into it that I would nitpick. So I've always like kind of not done it.
Yeah, no, I guess I am that way.
You know?
Now that you say that. My girlfriend will show me a song and I'm like,
No, that ain't it for this reason. Yeah.
no, let's go back to Muscadine Bloodline or something. Those guys.
Old standby.
Yeah, that's country music.
Oh,
Hell
bro,
yeah.
those boys, what they're doing has been super cool to see. And I love, like, it sounds Southern.
If I want to just jam and feel like an outlaw, I'm putting, Muscadine Bloodline on the radio.
Yeah.
Because they're just country and real to the bone.
Yeah.
And they write. Their songs are just like, you can see the story in your head. If you close your eyes, me personally, I just watch it happen and I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
That's one of my favorite things about music and what I consider like to be my favorite songs is when you're like listening to the song and you can almost see a music video play.
Yeah.
Like you're envisioning it. That's when you know that music is powerful.
On a wall right here.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah, no, it's the best.
I love telling that to like either my friends or sometimes like if I'm real close to an artist and they send me a song, I'm like, here's what I saw in my head.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not saying this is the visual to use. I'm just letting you know like this is what I saw in my head and it's cool that
Well,
like,
dude, you gotta
it got
send me
me
some
there.
songs.
Yeah.
Put me on because I get on this kick where I'm like on one artist for a month.
That's Nick.
And
One song though.
Yeah.
Is it?
My version of ADD makes it like I will listen to one song like 250 times in like a week.
Is that an actual number or an exaggeration?
I guarantee it's not an exaggeration because I'll listen to a song on repeat for like 2 or 3 hours sometimes.
Wow.
But
Wow.
it'll also make me crush songs to where like I have to put them away for a while.
Yeah, no, I mean that's what the point I get. But I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I gotta keep it somewhere. I gotta go listen to this in the next 6 months.
Nick, what have been some of your 250 play songs recently that you've been?
Really want to know Old 60.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell
That's
at
a good one.
Night with Ella and Big X the Plug.
Yes.
The entire Knox album.
Yeah.
Like
I saw you
just-
posting about that the other day, yeah.
Yeah, just like the entire. Do you know Knox? We had him on the pod.
I don't think so.
It's more like pop punky.
Yeah.
But he's like country adjacent. Like he's here in Nashville.
Okay. Cool.
His album's super cool. And
KNOX.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing I love about his album the most is it's not like a theme record, but it is. It's
Really?
about just like the perils of love.
Yeah.
And like feeling like you're in love with someone, and some of it's about lust, and some of it's about like the right one, and some of it's about heartbreak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just feels really cohesive as a project,
Knox.
which is sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to
and
listen to it
then
when I leave.
that Lil Wayne Big X the Plug song I've been going crazy over too. It's just called Hip Hop. So like,
You got on that Chase Rice tune for a while.
oh, Little Red Race Car by Chase Rice.
Oh,
We got to hear that played live at our writers' rounds.
that was
By both of two of the guys that wrote it, and then hearing Chase play it, like hearing Chase's version, equally powerful
just
to the two like writers that we got to have play it. Like I remember hearing Heath play it for the first time, and I was like, man, this song is like a freaking smash. And then they were like, yeah, we got Chase Rice cutting it. I'm like, yes. And then getting to hear Chase's version, not only that, but then he put out like the basically like work tape version. So for his last record, not this one that he just is dropping, but his last record before, he put out like all the demos that he had, he put out to streaming, just so you could kind of hear like where they came from, which I thought was so cool.
That's
just being a
nice.
music nerd, you know what I mean?
because you're like, this is what it was.
Yeah, this is how we got, and this is
yeah.
where we got to.
Yeah, that's
know?
cool.
It was super cool. And some of them like have the, you know, of course, like the other singers on the track. So like they got part of the master, you know what I mean?
That's cool.
For those, you know, and it's not even like those will have like a wild number of streams probably, but it's just like a cool, almost like
For the super fans.
nugget for the super fans.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that's very nice.
I think it's cool.
I feel like I might do that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Put out a song like this is what we had.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we got.
Yeah.
Behind the
I
curtain.
think it's cool. And even if it's not like on streaming, right? Like just
Yeah.
something where your fans can
Throw it
get
up
to
on
it.
SoundCloud.
Yeah. Or like, hey, you're in my fan club. Here is a whole folder of demos. Yeah. Like
Oh yeah.
this is where
dude.
they were before we got there. You know what I mean?
No, or like people say the acoustics a lot. Like every demo that I've got recorded is just an acoustic guitar and 3 guys sitting there going, "He's been an apologize in a buggy parking lot." And I'm like, people would love to hear that, you know?
Honestly, they would.
Yeah, because I look back, when I hear people like, who was it? Somebody showed me like a demo, and I was like, oh my gosh, you need to tell me that. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. It'd just be cool.
I agree. Kurt, tell them the where the wild things are. Like,
Oh yeah. So way back in the day, we would have this Dropbox folder, and it was all Randy Montana songs that were uncut. Do you know Randy, songwriter? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Should.
Anyway, he's a great writer. He was on like Beer Never Broke My Heart. And
fantastic voice
yeah.
too. He was an artist for a while.
Yeah. And so we had this uncut songs, and one of them was Boys, which Muscadine cut.
Yeah.
You know that song? Yeah. So I got to check my phone and see if I have it. But so we'd always listen to these uncut Randy Montana demos all the time for years. It'd be like 3 a.m. on the bus, and we'd be like, dude, play that Boy song. What a great song. And another one of them was Where the Wild Things Are, the Luke Combs tune.
Dude.
So that's like the only tune that Luke's cut besides Fast Car, you know, that like he wasn't really a writer on. So so we just listen to those demos like all the time. And now, you know, that song's like platinum smash hit or whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
You just listen to a song before it's ever released.
Yeah.
Just because and then
Well, it was kind of like, who's going to cut these songs? You know, like Boys, I think it was on hold by Luke Bryan, I think. And then Muscadine cut it. And so
wow.
the stories of the songs is always wild too. But
Yeah, I know. Joe will show me some
Totally.
of these songs. And he's like, yeah, well, this one, I'm like, how do you even know that? I mean, people that knows that, like, that knows this
I love
guy,
Joe.
He's
He's the best, man.
he is the best.
And he knows so much about the history of country music
Oh, he loves it.
and the old school.
I think Joe's taught that man's, now that, he's probably taught me a lot that I know.
Yeah, Joe Costa.
Yeah, Joe, oh yeah.
That's our boy.
Any of you don't know, Mr. Joe Costa and his lovely wife,
Produced.
Martina.
Yeah, produced Maxed Out.
Produced Maxed Out, and Martina did background
Sings,
vocals.
yeah.
I remember I was over at Rob Williford's house, and Joe was over there, and they were just talking about country music history stuff that I had like no idea what they were talking about.
Yeah, I'll go.
How about this song from 1976? And I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
No, he loves his music. I'll go.
That's cool, though.
I'll go over there and. Joe, I'm not trying to make you sound old. I swear. But he'll go, do you know this one song? And I'm like, he'll go, damn it, I forget you're 20.
Yeah.
And he'll be
So
like, yeah,
true.
there's one song he released in 1989. And I'm like, I wasn't even thought of.
Yeah.
No.
I was 2.
I was 7, but I think that's part of it too, though. Is like having those elder statesmen or having those people that like you respect their musical guys and them showing you things. I mean,
Positive role model for sure.
Yeah.
Joe
Positive
Costa.
role.
absolutely. Like I was lucky enough to have 3 older brothers, and they all had different tastes in music, and they kind of all showed me things that
Like, hey,
I was like, oh yeah, I like that. I might not like everything that they showed me, but I was like, oh, I like that.
I like
I like that.
like little bits of everything.
Yeah. And that kind of is how I built my stuff that I liked, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as a music fan in general, that's like your influences of how you want to sing and the stuff that you want to say. It all comes from life, but it also comes from like what you listen to growing up and getting little bits and pieces of it, you know? Like the first songs you're singing are songs that you're hearing on the radio and you're singing along with.
Yeah.
You know?
Then you're humming, you start to remember those songs.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, I'm going to start playing those songs.
Yeah.
And then you start writing your own songs.
Exactly.
Totally.
And it's like it's a mix of the things you learned and the things you like, and then the other people that you're writing with too, the things that they learned and the things that they like. Then you just pull down magic from the air.
Yeah, for real.
What about touring? So you talked about being out on the road with Whiskey. I know after this you're heading out.
Yeah, we're
what's
headed-
the road been like?
It's been super fun.
Yeah.
Just, I will say it's difficult to get used to living with 7 other different people you've never lived with before.
Yeah.
But once you get over that and realize that you're gonna live with them for a good while, it's like, okay, once you learn how to live around each other and start doing things the way they need to be done and going this and whatever needs to be done, but once you start figuring it out, it's all. But it's been super fun, just doing the same thing every day. It's like, oh, I get to do the funnest thing that I love doing every single day, and it's just the best.
Yeah.
Traveling to new cities and everything. So.
Has there been any like specific venue that has been super cool or turned out even better than you thought? You can think of?
Gosh, it's crazy because it all happened so fast.
I know,
Yeah.
bro. People ask me that question a lot, and I never have an answer. They're like, what's the favorite place you ever played? And I'm like, I always say like Red Rocks because like that's what other people think is cool. I don't know for me if that was cool or not, but like I'm like, I don't know what to say. But I always think about it. I either have a couple shows that are like when we played in Pittsburgh at the stadium, Heinz Field,
Yeah.
and that crowd was just crazy. Or like I remember one crowd in Canada, everyone was just throwing beers everywhere.
Yeah. It's like I can't have one.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
It's hard because like 3 months ago, I would have said the studio at the factory in Dallas
Yeah.
was sold it out, and Casey drove like 3 hours that day after she got off work to come to the show, and I was like so excited. And then once everybody showed up, they were all like crazy. They were like, "Yeah, whoa!" I was like, "Oh, this is so good." I never felt better on stage in my life. And then now it's like we played the festival at Prince Edward Island in Canada.
Yeah, Cavendish Beach.
Cavendish, and that
Beautiful.
was insane.
Yeah,
There was so many people. They were just like, and it didn't matter if they knew my songs or not. They were like, wow. And then that one, and then those Whiskey Myers shows and these Gavin shows.
Yeah.
They just been crazy.
How's that Gavin thing been? My buddy Will was out on the road with him shooting photo video.
Good. It's been good. It's like the people, the crowds are really nice.
Yeah.
And like they'll respect you. But when Gavin gets up there, it's just like,
The beer's flying or what?
It looks like a war zone.
That's wild.
Especially in this economy, throwing all those beers around, they're like expensive.
You spend $25 on one tall boy.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah, I'm going to spend 50 on two because I don't want to come back for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
They're not throwing IPAs. It's like cheaper beer, hopefully.
None of them are cheap.
Start selling something, or I don't know. But yeah, $25 a beer is
crazy. Yeah. It's interesting too. Like, so we go to a festival every year called Country Concert, and it's in like Western Ohio, and it's BYOB inside.
God bless it.
Which is sick. So on the main stage, it's like Beer Shower City.
Yeah.
Right? Because you just brought your own Miller Lights in there, $1 each.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy. Son. I'll can 2 of these at you for nothing.
Yeah, no problem. And then the side stage, what they do is you can't bring your cooler in, but they sell beers in there, and they sell Keystone Lights for $3 each, and they sell Miller Lights for $4 each. So, and you get a discount if you buy them in a 12-pack.
I just think you bring $100 cash.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere else but a side stage.
Yeah.
Just give
$5 for food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One corn dog for the day. You're good.
Yeah.
By the way, there's carbs in bread. You're fine. You know.
Yeah.
Or carbs in beer.
Well,
Sorry.
just take a whole loaf of bread. And just eat the bread.
There you go.
It's like, I mean, beer is liquid bread. It's good for you.
Yeah,
Totally.
it
Science,
is.
bro.
Yeah.
And it soaks up everything else. So if you're too wasted, you need to eat
There you
some
go.
bread.
Yeah.
There
Get
you
the
go.
bread.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's even in there. I mean, they're $3 each. You can throw a couple.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, yeah.
I remember I was at a rock festival when I was like in middle school or something, and I was with my girlfriend at the time. And this was like 8th grade. Her dad and my buddy Mark. There's like 4 of us, and someone threw a bottle of Surge, and it like landed. It hit my buddy Mark on the leg, and it was full. He just whipped it back in the crowd, and my girlfriend's dad slapped him on the back of the head, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, I don't know. He's like, don't fucking throw that. You're just going to hit somebody. And he was like, I didn't think about that. He's like, yeah.
Don't throw that. No, I think
That's a whooping.
Yeah, it's a whooping.
It's a little mini whooping.
That's
Like,
a whooping. Dude, no, I've been getting smacked on the head is honestly worse than a whooping.
For sure.
true.
It just hurts
Yeah.
worse. It just brings your manhood down.
Oh, yes,
The
absolutely.
disrespect level is high.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, for a long time,
that's funny.
like if someone would slap me in the face and I didn't know it was coming, I'd just like see red.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like where you just kind of can't control.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and then as I got
because
older, I got better.
My mom backhanded me quite a few times. And it's just, I'd get embarrassed. I'd be like, don't ever smack me again. So, like, well, even my buddies were playing. Like, if they were just, we'd slap box all the time
Yeah.
in the hallway. And one day, my buddy made contact with my chin, like, good. And I couldn't do it. I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got suspended with something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, I thought you were a good boy, Kurt.
No, I've been suspended a few times.
oh,
Yeah.
dang.
I got in trouble a little bit in high school. I wasn't like a bad kid, but I was like,
I was a good kid.
yeah, I was like drinking it away girls' basketball games and such. You know what I mean? In high school,
Classic.
you know. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't really necessarily bad. The bad thing was I had 2 older brothers who were not so good.
Mm-hmm.
So all the teachers already knew me.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like,
Here's another one down the line.
I can't. Well, yeah, they expected me to, but I never really did anything. So
Good.
it's kinda
He's
like,
a good boy.
Yeah, they were all like my best friends,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What up, teacher Mac?
Yeah.
What up?" You know.
You're like,
Yeah.
So I had it pretty easy.
pretty easy. That's not bad. When I went, my brother Chaz is like 2 years older than me, and he was like real quiet and like well put together, got good grades, and then they got me, and they were like, oh gosh.
Well, yeah. Then now they got my little brother.
Yeah.
Well, they did. He just went homeschool, but they were
Yeah.
like, he doesn't talk. But when you get him out of school, boy, he's a damn heathen.
There you go.
Something
Hey,
else.
everybody's different. It's like, when I was in school, I used to get detention for not doing homework, and then I was like, okay, I got to do this homework.
Yeah.
And then I remember like going to like a thing in school where it was like Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week, where it was like all the smart kids went, and I went too for some reason, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was
one of
like,
those deals.
wait, these people aren't smarter than me. They're just applying themselves. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I should probably apply myself now. That was like a switch flipped in my head.
I should probably start doing this.
Yeah, I was like, I guess I should probably like start doing my homework and like stop being an idiot and like do all of this stuff.
Well, homework was the easy part. It was just sitting an hour in the classroom, just like this, without saying a word. That I couldn't learn anything.
Yeah,
I was just like, if I'm not, I don't know,
Moving.
if I'm not moving or
doing
walking
something.
around the back of this classroom, I cannot focus on what you're saying.
Yeah.
So I gotta like twitch my fingers, and then I always get.
You see me, I'm playing with the
Yeah.
top of the lid right here.
I feel like I'm gonna jack your cord up. So
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here going,
No, it's
whole time.
that's definitely a part of it too. It's like coping mechanisms and how you learn best. I mean, school was tough for me just because I had a hard time memorizing things. And a lot, like, I don't know if that's like as you got older, if they've stopped making it so much about that, but that was always a struggle for me.
Yeah, no, it's hard for me to remember things for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
And now all you can do is memorize your song lyrics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. But then that's one thing that honestly is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Good. Well, you're doing what you're supposed to do. I think is
I agree.
the takeaway from all this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Keep touring, bro, and
Keep
rocking out and writing them good songs. Being a good dude.
yeah, that's all you can be.
That's
Brother,
right.
That's it. And honestly, like Kurt said, from the first podcast, and you still have that same energy now, just like it's infectious.
Well, if I ever lose it, just smack a hell out of it.
Whoopins. I'll make you
Yeah.
pick a switch.
Yeah.
Please, have her whoop me.
That's a different kind of whooping.
Yeah.
But
Shit.
man, thanks for taking the time before you
No,
head
dude.
back out to come hang out with us.
Yeah, we're about to go see Gavin,
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Tell Will I said hello. You'll see Will Smith out there. He's the long-haired photo guy.
Yeah, love him.
That's my roommate.
Really?
Yeah.
That's your roommate?
Yeah. Young
No
Will.
way.
Oh yeah.
The glasses,
Yeah.
dude.
Ain't no way, dude.
Ain't no way.
Yep.
Last time I was in here,
Mhm.
I found out Cole Yakuff was Kurt's neighbor.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I freaked my bob.
Yeah.
I was
And
like,
it just so happened he was recording with Matt right before this. It's all
yeah,
full circle.
that's crazy.
It's all full circle.
Full
brother.
circle.
But man, we're super excited to watch you grow, get to see you play on
Man,
freaking festival stages.
it's crazy.
Now you're on the road with
we
Gavin.
We went from playing little shows to opening slots at the beginning of the day to now we're playing festivals on the small stage, but it's like
That's where you build the fans.
That's where you build the connections and the fans, and yeah, I'm excited to go back out already. So
Well, brother, thanks, like I said, for hanging out with us. And next time we have you on, you'll be 21 and we can drink Surfsides on the pod.
we can have a little surfside.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Maybe some Bush Light even. We'll see what happens.
Maybe
you
I
know?
don't know. Never
But guys, thanks so much for listening.
Yeah.
Make sure you check out Bayker's all of his singles that he has put out since we had him on last, as well as the newest one, and keep on the lookout for even more.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, brother. All right, we'll see you next time. This is Tales from the Front Row, and God bless America, and God bless country music.
Amen.
Anyway.